For this class of fifth graders, they were 10 to 11 years old, I wanted to find a way that they could review all of the material that we had been studying with fractions and decimals that wasn't totally directed by me or directed by a workbook or worksheets. And I came up with this idea of having the students record themselves working out a problem. And it started as a project where we were just going to record them working out a problem. We were going to burn it onto CDs, and every child would get a CD. And it grew into this enormous project. But the process was, I stood up at the front of the classroom and on the board with the kids listed all of the topics that we had covered in fractions and in decimals. And the kids signed up for each of the skills, and as they signed up, they knew that they would have to become experts on these skills. Their next task was to come up with a problem to show how to do that skill. So adding decimals, they would write a problem about adding two decimals together. Then they would complete the problem and come to me, and we would make sure their math was correct. And after they had done that, they had to write, yes, in a math class, they had to write step-by-step instructions on how they completed the problem. They couldn't skip over any steps. So I had the kids write scripts for what they had to read. And the interesting thing that happened is that they ended up doing multiple drafts of what they read, because as they listened to themselves talk after they got over the initial shock of, oh my gosh, that's my voice and I do not sound like that, they would realize that their explanation didn't quite make as much sense as they thought it did. And the kids, after we did all of the recording, which took about 2 weeks because the kids would write in shifts as we were continuing with lessons, I took a weekend and editing the audio, and I put it on a CD and I brought it and I let the kids hear it, and it was very long, but they enjoyed listening to each other because up until that point they had never heard each other speak and read through their scripts. They didn't even know what each other what they were all working on. So using GarageBand and iTunes and iPhoto, all of them simultaneously and integrated, I took the audio and dropped it in GarageBand, edited it a little bit, and then went into Keynote and discovered that you can export slides in Keynote as images. And I made individual slides showing the steps of the problems, imported those images into GarageBand, and then was able to time the showing of these slides along with the audio. And there's a new function in GarageBand 3 which is creating a podcast and sending it to iTunes or sending it to iWeb, and it automatically formats it and creates the file and everything, and will open it up in either iTunes or in iWeb. And I did both. iWeb to get it online, and iTunes because you can go through iTunes and publish it through the iTunes podcast network. For me, it's a much more effective way for kids not only to be hearing from someone their own age work out a math problem, which is interesting to hear them work out how they do their problem, and they can now also see exactly what's happening. And I'm hoping that they will be able to use this on their iPods or anywhere if I get them up on the internet to do a quick brush up on their fractions and decimal skills.
Then you add them. 4 plus 7 is 11. Carry the 1.